These are the top 10 stories on TV Platinum. On number 1, President Bola Tinubu has declared the end of fuel subsidies a necessary step to rescue the economy and benefit ordinary Nigerians. Tinubu made this known in his Independence Day broadcast marking the nation's 65th anniversary on Wednesday. He said his administration inherited a near-collapsed economy and faced a choice between maintaining the status quo or pursuing bold reforms. The president explained that fuel subsidies and multiple exchange rates had long enriched a tiny minority while leaving the majority behind. He stressed that savings from subsidy removal are being redirected to education, healthcare, security, agriculture, and infrastructure to improve the lives of Nigerians. On number 2, the National Publicity Secretary of the African Democratic Congress, Bolaji Abdullahi, has criticized President Bola Tinubu's Independence Day address, arguing that it focused more on his administration than on the nation's history. Abdullahi said the speech failed to capture the historical significance of Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary. He described the address as more like a budget presentation or annual performance review than a reflection on the country's journey. He also dismissed the president's claim on economic progress as superficial and out of touch with the reality of Nigerians and expressed shock that insecurity was only briefly mentioned, despite the daily fears faced by citizens. On number 3, 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has called on all levels of government to act with fairness and justice, warning that demolition legitimate investment without due process is not only unjust but also harms the economy. Obi made this known during the visit to the site of the demolished market at the Lagos Trade Fair on Tuesday, alongside members of the House of Representatives, Labour Party Lagos gubernatorial candidates Gbadebo Rhodes-Fivo, and Obedient Movement coordinator Tanko Yunusa. The visit follows the demolition of market plazas, despite traders reportedly securing all necessary approvals. Obi praised the traders for remaining calm amid the loss and thanked lawmakers who have pledged to investigate the incident. On number 4, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory Wike has declared the nation's capital as one of the safest places to live in Nigeria, attributing the security to effective measures and residents' zero tolerance for crime. Wike made this known in his Independence Day anniversary message on Wednesday. He highlighted the FCT's role as a symbol of unity, reflected on the nation's journey, celebrated progress, and outlined his administration's achievements in line with President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. The minister thanked residents for supporting the president's programs on economic growth, security, food sustainability, and infrastructure. He assured that the government would continue to work with law enforcement to maintain peace, urging citizens to remain vigilant and report suspicious activities. On number 5, former Speaker of the House of Representatives Yakubu Dogara has described the ongoing wave of killings, kidnappings, and displacement in northern Nigeria as a cause hindering the region's development. Dogara, who spoke at the Nigeria Investment and Industrialization Summit in Abuja on Tuesday, warned that the insecurity has become a national emergency, requiring urgent federal intervention. He stressed that the region's stagnation could hold back the country's overall progress. On number 6, elder statesman Alhaji Tanko Yakasai says Nigeria is in a far better state today than it was before independence, noting that the country has made tremendous progress over the decades. Yakasai, who spoke on Arise Television's morning show on Wednesday, highlighted self-rule and the country's electoral process as major achievement since independence. Yakasai also expressed support for President Bola Tinubu's administration, saying the government reform agenda has delivered notable progress during its time in office. He added that only those who witnessed the colonial era can fully appreciate how far Nigeria has come. On number 7, the Co-Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Shehu Muhammad, has expressed deep concerns over the death of 5 FRSC operatives in the month of September after being knocked down by reckless drivers while on official duty. In a statement issued on Tuesday by the Corps spokesperson, Olusegun Ogungbemide, Muhammad directed that all motorists responsible for those incidents be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, serving as a deterrent against future occurrences. The Corps Marshal warned that rising threats to FRSC officers, from speeding vehicles to violent attacks, will no longer be tolerated, with offenders facing full legal consequences. He urged personnel nationwide to stay alert and prioritize their safety to continue saving lives. On number 8, stakeholders in Nigeria's power sector have praised the federal government for signing the new Electricity Act into law, describing it as a major step towards unlocking the country's energy potential. Experts who spoke in an interview with newsmen in Lagos on Wednesday said the act liberalizes electricity generation and distribution, empowers state government, and encourages private sector participation. driving early positive impact in the sector. On number 9, the Nigeria Police Force has announced that full enforcement of the Tinted Glass Permit (TGP) begins nationwide on Thursday, October 2nd. In a statement signed by the Public Relations Officer of the Zone 7 headquarters in the FCT, Muhammad Halima, the force called on motorists, especially in the FCT in Niger State, to present valid TGP documents. The move comes after the grace period for obtaining or renewal permit expired. Vehicles without approved TGPs, during routine checks, risk impoundment, and possible prosecution, in line with the Motor Vehicle Safety Regulation aimed at curbing crime and enhancing public safety. And lastly, Lagos State Chairman of the Nigerian Medical Association (NMA), Dr. Saheed Babajide, has warned that Nigeria's healthcare system is struggling to meet the needs of its citizens. He highlighted a growing brain drain on the funding and power preparedness for emergencies, noting that federal and state governments allocate only 46% of their budgets to health. Babajide also pointed to medical tourism as evidence of the system's shortcomings. Babajide, who spoke as the nation marked its 65th independence anniversary, he called for better financing, stronger leadership, and the development of hospitals and health facilities nationwide. He also urged strengthening the National Health Insurance Scheme to expand coverage and improve service quality. And that's the top 10 stories on TV Platinum. I am Hakima Dada. Do well to subscribe to all our social media platforms for more news updates. Thank you for watching and bye for now.